This is Tatiana from Tatiana Math Resources. We're looking at simple interest, calculating the time, rate, and principal. Our objectives are: 1, we're going to calculate the rate given the time, simple interest, and principal. We're going to look at a question where you're calculating the time given the principal, simple interest, and rate. And then another example where we're asked to calculate the principal given the time, simple interest, and rate. We're going to now look at the formula for simple interest. SI is equals to PRT over 100, where SI is equals to simple interest, P is the principal, R is rate, and T is time. Here we have example 1. We're asked to calculate the rate. It says Mr. Collymore deposited $1,000 in a bank for 5 years and collected $500 simple interest. Calculate the rate % per annum. So let's identify what we know. The principal is $1,000. He deposited $1,000 in the bank. The simple interest, he collected $500 simple interest, and it was for 5 years, but we don't know the rate. So simple interest is equals to PRT over 100. So we're going to substitute these values here into the formula. So simple interest, $500 is equals to P is 1,000 times the time, 5 times the rate over 100. And we want to get rid of this 100, this denominator here. So what we're going to do is multiply both sides by 100. And when we do that, we're going to cancel this 100. That's going to give us 1. And on the left hand side, we're multiplying $500 by 100. That's going to give us $50,000, which is equals to 5,000 times R. Now you would have noticed that we multiply 1,000 by 5 to get the 5,000 and R, which is what we're trying to find, the rate. So we're going to divide, we're going to make R the subject, and we're going to divide 50,000 by 5,000. So the rate is going to be 10%. Example 2. How long must $750 be invested at 10% per annum to give interest of $225? So let's identify what we know. Principal is $750. It said how long must $750 be invested. Then we have simple interest, to give interest of $225. We don't know the time because we want to know how long. And the rate is at 10% per annum. Formula, simple interest equals PRT over 100. So let's substitute. Simple interest is $225 equals to the principal is $750 times 10 rate, and we don't know the time, so we're going to leave T over 100. Again, we want to get rid of the fraction, the denominator here on this right hand side. So we're going to multiply both sides by 100. When we do that, we're going to cancel here 1 and 1. On the left hand side, we're going to multiply 225 by 100, which is going to give us 22,500. And then on the right hand side, we're going to get 7,500 T. We're going to make T the subject. So T was being multiplied by 7500 multiplied by T. So T would equals to 22,500 divided by 7,500. When you work that out, we're going to cancel the 2 zeros, and then work out 75 into 225. That is going to give us 3 years. Example 3. What sum of money earns 312 simple interest if invested for 8 years at 13%? Here we're going to find the principal. So let's identify what we know. We don't know the principal. Simple interest is 312. Money earns $312 simple interest. The time is invested for 8 years and the rate is at 13%. So let's substitute now. So simple interest is equals to PRT over 100. It's always good to write down the formula first, then substitute. Simple interest, $312 equals, we don't know the principal, so P times 8 times 13 over 100. Again, we want to get rid of that denominator of 100, so we're going to multiply both sides by 100. And when we do that, we're going to cancel out here. 1, 1. On the left hand side, we are multiplying 312 by 100, which is going to give us 31,200, which is equals to, we multiply 104 by P, which is 104P. So we understand that 104 times P is the same as saying 104P. Then we're going to make P the subject, and we're going to divide 31,200 by 104, which is going to give us a principal of $300. It's your turn now. How long does Roger have to invest $600 to get simple interest $165 at 5% per annum? So here you're trying to find T, the time. And here's another one. It's a multiple choice, January 2020, paper 1. Question 14. The simple interest on $600 for T years at 5% per annum is $120. The value of T is it A, B, C, or D? Looking forward to your answers in the comment below for your 2 questions. This is Tatiana from Tatiana Math Resources, where we're looking at simple interest, calculating the time, rate, and principal. Thanks so much for watching my video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, or leave a comment. Stay tuned for more.